I don't know if you're going to be looking at my face jiggling or not, or if I have a stabilization ability or not, but it doesn't matter because if I am jiggling, it's because I'm shaking with rage. Feigned outrage at the people who besmirched me. So, today, Digibro put out a bunch of his $15 a month rants. You can get one by becoming one of his $15 a month patrons, which I may become at some point. Anyway, the rant today that sparked this video was his rant about Spider-Verse. He proceeded to talk about Spider-Verse for, I don't know, 7 to 10 minutes, talking about how great it was, is, and ever shall be, perhaps? I don't know. I think so, because it's my favorite Spider-Man movie. I was going to go see Spider-Verse because I thought, this is Sony. I know to some extent they're probably doing this to keep the license, and they don't want it to expire because they want to keep printing that, Spider-Man money. But I didn't like the other Sony Spider-Man movies, so I had very little faith that I would like this one. And I saw Spider-Ham in the preview, and I said, no, this is not for me. I like real Spider-Man, not this fake Spider-Man, we're just going to do this to make money thing. Digibro, I believe, is a critiquer of character who critiques things because, well, whose criticisms are valid, true to him, anyway. And obviously, with the kerfuffle over Sangatsu no Lion, we do not always align. But I thought, you know what? This guy's pretty hard on stuff, or he seems to like quality content, like Log Horizon, for instance. So let me go ahead and check this out. He said 10 out of 10, the visuals were amazing, etc., etc. You know what? I'll bite the bullet. I'll go see it. I've been curious. I want to go see it anyway. Watched it, loved it, didn't think about Digibro at all. However, in the rant today, I was reminded about the fact that this young man, has recommended many anime series that I have watched and enjoyed. He recommended Into the Spider-Verse, which I absolutely love. He recommended Speed Racer, which I absolutely love. And he recommended one other movie that I cannot think of at this moment, but I knew what it was, and hopefully it's on the screen now in text form. And I watched it, and I loved it. And so when I saw the recommendation for Sangatsu no Lion that was 80 minutes of him and May ranting about how great it was, I thought, you know what? I'm going to check it out. And I did, and I didn't like it. And maybe it's a matter of taste, because Speed Racer is a crazy, action-filled anime. The other movie is something that I don't remember. And Spider-Verse has awesome visuals, and I love Spider-Man anyway, and I felt like it was the best and truest to Spider-Man thing I've ever seen. So, yeah. Anyway, again, hype is a killer. You got to temper your expectations, but I now, thinking about it, understand why I let these recommendations hit me so hard, and why my expectations were set so high for that Sangatsu no Lion show, which, anyway, I believe the function of critics is to, well, whatever. The secondary function of critics, how I use critics, is to sometimes be entertained, but mostly to try to gauge, do I have a similar enough taste to this person that I can take a recommendation of theirs and probably succeed in checking out what they suggested and enjoy it more or less. So yeah, that's all I was trying to do. It's what I was talking about hype for. And yeah, again, maybe I'll watch Sangatsu no Lion. I've recently decided to get back into comics, and I'm going to be reading like all the Spider-Man comics, maybe. So I'm focusing on that as opposed to anime. And but although I am going to be doing a review of the Ultraman anime, again, I like tokusatsu, so I'm going to be doing the Ultraman anime that's coming out in April, so just a couple days from this recording. And I hope it drops weekly, but if it doesn't, I'll still try to get reviews out of that pretty quickly, and they'll be up here probably. Because I don't want to bother with a actual podcast, and maybe I can pull visuals from it, whatever. But anyway, y'all that love Sangatsu no Lion so much, that's fine. Apparently that's your taste. You like slow things that don't grab you right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. I just read Amazing Fantasy number 15, which again is a comic book, an American comic book, so therefore it's inferior to manga, right, guys? But anyway, that thing's 57 years old, and the first page of it, fam, grabbed me because it was good and exciting and actionful, unlike Sangatsu no Lion. And y'all, those people's pupils, the black part of their eye is little stripes, and their mouths are ugly, they look like this. So, yeah, like, I don't mean to be super harsh on Sangatsu no Lion, but I don't know. I guess I'm just mad because the flack I got. But, you know, whatever. I want to be more of an online presence with writing and doing all these Marvel or Spider-Man comic videos and stuff. So I guess maybe I got to get a thicker skin because maybe I'm just a little crybaby right now. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here.